And we are live.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, guys, and welcome from Casa Borgone, David and Lili. And today we are going to talk about how to get rich and stay there.
You can do that? What?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Or not?
Talks
Or
about
what?
that.
Well, I do. Hello.
It's
Hello, everyone out there. And thank you so much for this opportunity to have a conversation about money. I actually noticed that talking about money, especially in Europe, is kind of taboo. Let's
And
change it.
yes, and also today, so you guys are in Casa Borgone. You are having the Right Riches for You facilitator training, and we are in Vienna with Dane because he has the SOP class. And he was talking about today, he was talking about money, and it brought up so much, and the energy was just like really interesting, like this solidity to it. And it seems like you are not really allowed to talk about money and actually not talk about money freely. And the first question that I have for you guys is what is rich means exactly? What does it mean to be rich?
Well, I don't know what it means to people out there. I think everybody has their own definition. I can share my definition of rich, or more riches, because rich means just having money. For me, richness, riches, wealth actually means to have choice. For me, it is to live a life where my choices do not depend on the amount of money I have, where money is not an issue, where I get to choose what I desire in life, whether it costs money, whether it's expensive, whether it's cheap. Money is not relevant in order to choose. Money is there to support my choices, so I have to choose first. And rich for me is to know that I am the source of my life, that I'm the source of my creation, and that it's my life and I get to choose what I desire and not money.
Yeah, but how many people stop themselves from choosing because, oh, I don't have the money for it. Oh, I cannot afford this. Oh my God, I would never be able to buy that. It's just out of my, cash limit. And like, that's what I love about the tools of Right Riches for You, because essentially we teach ourselves. First of all, we can educate ourselves about money. And second of all, we can teach ourselves to rewire our own brain, our way of thinking, to go, what would it take to be able to afford that? What would it take so that I can easily buy that with total ease, joy, and glory? And for me, riches actually means the willingness to look, first of all, go outside of my own comfort zone, and second of all, really look at things from possibility instead of limitation and solidity. As you mentioned, that many people think money is solid, and it's like this dense, unchangeable, evil thing in the world. But the funniest thing is, money isn't even real. It is a concept. It's just an energy. And if you look at it, if you start looking at it from that point of view, you can do anything with it. You can ask it to play with you. You can invite it into your own life. And, well, you can have an abundance of money, actually, believe it or not. And these tools are really there to just support you in creating that, the life and living that you truly desire. For me, that's what being rich means. And to have money, of course, because why not add it to the pack,
Yeah, for me, having money is like when I think about money, there is three things that comes to my mind. One is with money you can buy space, you can have more space, you can change people's reality, and you have more choice than without money. But before we started this conversation, David said something, it was really interesting, is that there is no education about money out there. So can you say more about that?
Well, when you look at how you grew up, what did your parents tell you about money? What did you learn at school? What did your friends teach you about money? They only tell you that you have to work hard. They tell you how to make money, work hard, find a job, get to work, but nobody teaches you about money. What is money? What was it designed for? What was its initial purpose? I love to educate myself. And when I researched how come we have money, money was invented by mankind to make trading easier. And that gave me the full idea of what money was designed for. Creation was first, creativity was first, trading was first, business was first. Money was added to make it easier. And that's the information a lot of people miss, because nowadays people think they need money in order to start. No, that's the biggest lie people can buy. Creativity first, choice first. Take an action, and then money is designed to make whatever you choose easier. And with money, life is easier. You can't ignore it. Life is easier with money because you can buy stuff, you can pay for stuff, but it's one way of getting it done. It's not the only one. So if you don't have money yet, you can always choose. You can always be creative. You can always start whatever you desire, with money or without. With money, it might be easier, but without, it's not impossible. And that's the education that I'm missing there is, yeah, money is there, but it cannot be the source. The source is you and no one else.
I remember before I met the Tools of Access, I never had money. I used to be a hairdresser in Hungary. You know, I was kind of making, like, I was living paycheck to paycheck, basically. And I had this idea in my head that I need a rich man to be able to have things in my life. And it really came from someone, like, I wouldn't name it, but someone from my family. And it's really interesting. So having this point of view, it was working for her perfectly. She could create through man. It was amazing to just watch. And I thought to myself, well, I can do that too. So growing up, I was getting this feedback from women like, do you want to have money? Yes. Okay, you need a rich man. So basically my whole entire life, I had a boyfriend who had money. And then real quick, I realized that the relationship is not working for me. So basically what I was doing, I was creating my life. Everything was amazing. And then a man showed up and then everything went like down. We hit the bottom. And then I realized, okay, I just continue by myself. So I was creating. I met someone and then go back. And so after I got divorced, I find myself, so I was living in San Francisco. I moved back to Budapest and I realized I have nothing left. And so one morning I woke up and I grabbed my phone. It was on the charger. I take it off and my battery dropped to 1%. And I was like, fuck, I need a new phone. Then I need a boyfriend because I need a phone. And that was the very first time in my life that I catched myself. I'm like, what? So I grabbed myself. I went to the kitchen. I made a coffee, sit down with myself. And I was like, what is this? And I realized that I had the point of view that not me, the source of the creation. I always meet someone else who was like maybe my family or someone else, but not me. And that morning I was like, well, what would it take to become the source of my creation, the source of my life? And that day changed everything because within 2 weeks, I made enough money to buy a phone for the very first time in my life. And that moment has changed my whole entire life and the relationship with the money. And it's just so true what you said about, like, yeah, it's wow. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing this, because this is what people need to hear to get empowered to actually get to work and stop buying the lie that money is something outside of them, that money is something out there that they need to reach. Even if you don't have money yet, you will always have yourself. And I don't come from a rich family. I come from a very mediocre standard family. My father was an accountant, my mother was a housewife. We never had, we just had enough to live. But I didn't grow up in luxury, but I knew if I want more, the source for more is me and no one else. And I worked hard. I forced myself through university. I tried it all out. But that's why I'm so grateful for the tools of Access Consciousness, because I added the ease, the joy, and actually the relaxing into creation to it. My point of view is there's no right or wrong way to make money. You get to choose whether you relax into creation, whether you enjoy yourself, whether you acknowledge that you are the source. And once you get that, once you make the choice, once you acknowledge that, money will be your servant. Money will support you. Money will come to you in the weirdest and most unexpected ways. Money is magic. Only thing you need to do is receive it.
Create the magic that you truly be. And just, can we talk about the fact that, you know, like having a rich boyfriend is absolutely fine. Like,
yeah,
also your own creation. Like, how much are we like disempowering ourselves by saying, oh no, you know, it's just a rich boyfriend, it's not me. No, you created that rich boyfriend. We all created those rich boyfriends that, you know, it made it easier. And that's when you said that, you know, you don't need money to start it. You can create a rich boyfriend, a rich girlfriend. I've seen both. Seriously. Almost I have done both, you know, it's fine. You can start without actually having money. And then when it gets boring, because I don't know about you guys, I get bored of everything in like 10 seconds, 10 minutes maybe, but rather like 1 minute. And then it's also possible to be and claim and own that capacity for you to create that money, for you to have that money. And for some people, it actually works perfectly. Like you said, it does work for some people to have the rich boyfriend, to have the rich husband. It's absolutely okay and fine. And this is what we also discussed in this class today, or like the day before as well. No one has the same financial reality. Everyone's financial reality is different. And we are here to discover what's yours, what's ours, because it doesn't have to be the same. Like, I mean, look at us. We are just really not the same. We are not coming from the same place, the same background, the same like businesses at all. And we are rich. And it's okay. We can be. I am weird. I'm magical. I don't even know how I'm making money because I'm just like magic. And he's like, you're just amazing at being structured and work for it and, you know, doing the regular way. I don't know. But you're also magic.
And that's the idea of right riches for you. There is no right way to be rich. There is your way. Find your way with money, with wealth, with riches, with whatever you desire. The uniqueness of you is what will lead you to the abundance of riches, of wealth, where you wake up every morning with a big smile on your face, not being worried about money. That's an incredible gift, to not worry about, to know it will be there in one way or the other.
And can you guys give us some tools? How can we discover what is riches for us, or what is our financial reality?
Well, I think, was it Simon today? She just said, universe, show me what is my reality with money. What is my financial reality? You know, I know it sounds way too easy, but essentially you are not able to know how to create money if you don't know what's your financial reality. What is money for you? What is your reality with money? And it might not be what you think, because so many people think, oh, it's struggle, oh, it's, you know, all those love and hate kind of relationship. But is that really true for you? Or is it something that you have seen and bought as yours? Like, I have discovered that money just makes me happy. I don't know about you, but I just found that money makes me happy, and it's easy, and it's somehow even unexplainable to me. Like, sometimes I have no idea how I got the money. I have no idea where money came from. I just know it is there. And that miracle is my reality with money, essentially. So knowing what financial reality is yours, it kind of gives you like it gives you a hint in life when you are going crazy, you are going into struggle, you are going into calculation. That's when I know, oh, this is not my reality with money. And then of course money is not showing up because money is like, oh well, you're playing in someone else's reality. I'll wait for you until you get back to yours and you invite me back in. So knowing what is your financial reality and what's your reality with money actually allows you to have more ease and access to it all the time, essentially. It's a good like self-check system for me.
Well, I like to invite people to go back to their childhood dreams. You know, when we are little, when we're 3, 4, 5 years old, we're not as poisoned yet by this reality, because as a child, it is okay to dream. And a lot of money limitations are imposed on us when we start school. Now fun is over. Now you have to study. Now you have to learn, because if you're not good in school, you won't make money. For me, this is one of the ways where we stop allowing ourselves to dream, to create, to be magic. So if you truly want to find out what your financial reality is, go back before you started school and go, what was my childhood dream? What was my reality? And a lot of times it's different from what you have learned later on. Some people want to be the boss of a big company. Some people just want to, I don't know, be in nature, be with animals. It's so different. Not going into conclusion how it should look like. Following that, you know, when every cell in your body lightens up, when you naturally have this, oh my God, shiny, glowing smile on your face, ask for that. Be that. And then, as you are an adult now, ask the question, so how can I turn this into an income stream? How can this contribute to my financial situation? That's where you start activating magic. We're not going linear. We're going, wow, it's new, it's beyond, it's the unknown. That's where magic can happen. And that's where you get access to your financial reality, but not concluding, but not doing it linear, by listening to yourself and what you truly desire.
I really love what you just said. When I was a child, I grew up in Hungary in a really small, like a really small village, basically. And we had a bunch of kids in the street. And so we used to like biking, and we had like a lake, and we went there. And I remember we find this really, I don't know what that was. It like kind of, someone started to, I don't know how to say that word. Someone like right next to the lake, they had this, maybe Lili can help me with the English one, the homokfal.
Like a sand ball. I don't
even know kind of. And people start to just like, hogy ásni, azt, hogy mondod, mindig elfelejtem.
Dig, like with a
dig in. And they had this hose, and I put my ears in it, and I was like, oh, maybe we can find like spring water, guys. And I'm like, oh, if we would find spring water, we would be like super rich. Can you imagine, like us kids, we would find like spring water or something like really special inside. There is something inside in here. Can you hear? We were like, for days, we went back and we're listening, and we could hear these noises. And as you were talking, like, even when I was a kid, I was dreaming about being rich, or like all of that. And thank you for just saying that, because it reminds me, I was like, I always knew I will find a way. And just you said, I didn't grow up in the rich family. Actually, it was the opposite. But even when my parents got divorced, when my mother left, I was with my dad at the playground, and I was swinging, and my dad was like, why are you smiling? I'm like, I don't know, I feel like your reality is too small for me. And I got some space, right? When my mother left, and I was like, I got some space now. And I was happier. And my dad keep telling me this story, even like a couple months ago, I meet him. He's like, oh, Nicolette, when you were 6 years old, you said that our reality is too small for you. So yeah, we know.
You knew it. You
Yeah,
knew
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But that allowing yourself to go back and to acknowledge you knew it. Without judging it, without going into the wrongness of it, no, you knew it. And I had that as a child as well. I knew, wow, my world is so much bigger. I was fascinated by luxury. I was fascinated with what people can actually enjoy and do with money. So I was always on the edge of, okay, I want more of that. I want that level of ease, of joy, of luxury. For me, it's honoring to me and my body to have luxury. And I still ask for more. I'm not done yet. I want
You're just
more.
starting. Come on.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you. I'm so happy now that we have this conversation. I'm like, oh, I always knew. I always knew.
And that's the key. Like, how often are we not acknowledging what we know? And like, seriously, since I've met you, I've acknowledged more than I have ever done before.
That's why I want to bring Right Riches out to the world. If people started listening to what they know, don't listen to what other people say. Listen to yourself. Listen to your own knowing. You will discover a universe of possibilities to actually live and have the life you've always dreamed of. And then you can only walk around with this big smile on your face, inspiring even more people to have that. And then we have more people on our planet. I might be delusional now, but I'll at least give it a try.
Let's try. You know, guys, it's okay. Like, you don't have to have money. You don't have to like money. You don't even have to want any money. You can still come to the class and just, you know, have fun with us. Because I like to think that we are fun people. You might be the judge of that later on. But here's the thing. The more fun you are having, the more money would like to join you on that journey, having fun. At least I've experienced. I don't know about you, but the more fun I'm having, the more money I'm having. Like, it's such an interesting thing, isn't it?
Money follows joy. Yeah. That's it.
Easy as that.
Very cool. And thank you. And a couple of questions for you guys. So Lili is becoming this weekend. Are you becoming Right Riches for You CF?
I'm like, one of my feet are already like, it's in there. And then I'm putting my next one in the next couple of days. And then I'm going to be born as a Right Riches for You facility. By Tuesday, is it?
By Tuesday, yes.
Oh my goodness. And he's a very advanced Right Riches for You facilitator. That's an official title, apparently.
Advanced. Well, I actually started this specialty again because I read the book Right Riches for You. For me, it is my Bible, because it allowed me to not make myself wrong for loving and adoring money. It's okay. I'm not a ruthless capitalist just because I like money. No, I'm me. And with money, I hopefully can invite more people to find their way, their peace, their uniqueness. That's my true wish, that people find and acknowledge their uniqueness and their gift that they are to the world. And with money, it will just be easier to spread it out and infect others.
It is so interesting because the more I started to like and adore money, the more I started to like myself.
Really? Yeah. Why am I not surprised now?
That's so funny, actually. Thank you for that sweet manipulation over the years.
You're very welcome.
This is our wish to you as well. And this is our invitation for you to discover more of you, essentially. Because really, as I said, the more I learned about money, and I've never received any kind of financial education. I mean, yeah, sure, I can say that in school, in university, we had some, but we all know what that is. Yeah.
It's judgment.
Yeah, it's judgment and like books and like, yeah, nothing that you can actually create from. So for me, like taking Right Riches classes with you and Shannon, it was the first time I ever heard about money education for real.
Yep.
And that really helps clear out the judgments that the whole world puts onto the topic.
So if any one of you out there would like to learn something about money, receiving it, enjoying it, allowing it to support your choices, your creations, your life. We're there for you. And if that sounds fun, just please come and join, and let's start that journey together.
And will you share where people can join you guys?
In Budapest!
Where else but Budapest?
Online as well. So we do Budapest and online. It is June 24th and 25th. And we also have a meet and greet and some cool financial foreplay on Friday.
Yeah, so if you want to come and meet us and find out and just start tapping into that energy, come and join us Friday evening, meet and greet, and a little taster of money energy, money atmosphere, money magic, and then a weekend of change.
Ooh, a weekend of change. Do you think they can handle that? Like a whole weekend of it?
Well, I'm not sure if they can handle it. I know I will facilitate it.
Me too. Oh my gosh. How did we get so lucky?
I think it's really cool because you guys just shared, you have changed your financial reality. It wasn't this way. And then, you know, I like it about you because this is the way how you, I mean, you can be rich and still inspire people, but it's really cool because what I see also with myself is I got so much inspiration from people's stories. How did they discover their financial reality, or they were using the tools? What did they change? And as I can tell, my life has changed so much in the past 6 years. And you know, it was always a hope for me to have money. I was always hoping to have money. I was like, maybe if some magic would happen to me, but inside in me, I never believed that that would happen to me. And it was just like, yeah, it could happen to other people, but not for me. And then when I changed small things, like really small things, I shifted. And then my financial reality shifted. And then I was amazed by, I'm like, wow, I can create money. This is amazing. And as I did it once, I was so excited that I was like, I want more. And not just for the money, but for the fun of the creation. And that's what makes and keeps me going to be, I don't know, rich or have money. It's more like I like the creation part of it so much. And it's just so fun to just creating money, possibility, whatever.
Money, possibility, wealth, and change. That's what we're here for. That's what we share. So if any one of you out there would like to have that too, we're there for you. So thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Guys.
Take care. Good evening.
Yes. And we're going to share in the comment below the links for the class.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye, guys.